If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Before I get into this demonstration, let me put out a public service announcement concerning snitching, right? There's some things I agree with, and there's some things that I don't agree with, and allow me to break them down for y'all, right? If you are a tax-paying citizen, you are not a criminal. You used to be in the criminal lifestyle. You done left that alone, and now you are just, I'm talking about upright and righteous and not doing anything wrong. If you happen to see some criminals in your neighborhood, killing, stealing, drug dealing, doing anything wrong, I have no problem with you calling the police and saying, hey, I watched this man right here kill somebody. This guy right here was selling dope in the school zone. This woman right here is selling her body and her pimp is over here. The drug addicts are over there smoking drugs and shooting drugs and all this old type of stuff. I have no problem with you doing that. Why? Because you are doing your civic duty as a tax-paying citizen. Hey, I have no problem with that. But this is what I do have a problem with. If there are criminals who are committing crimes with each other, and they understand that they are committing a crime together, and let's just say one of these criminals happens to get caught and go to the county jail. Once he's in the county jail, he starts to talk to police. Now, allow me to say something, right? Because we've been taught as criminals, you're not supposed to talk to police. And look, I've been living that throughout my whole life, but let me tell y'all something. In certain instances, you do have to talk to the police. What you mean, hood educated? We gangsters. We don't talk to the police for nothing in the world. Let me break it down to you. Let's say if the police arrest you for a crime that you did not commit, something like a murder, and they got you locked up, and they say, hey, we got you locked up for the murder of Bulldog. You remember Bulldog on 42nd Street? We got you locked up for the murder of Bulldog. And you say, hey, whoa, because you know you didn't kill Bulldog. You don't know nothing about the murder of Bulldog. That right there is going to cause you to say, well, hey, when did Bulldog get killed? I ain't do it. I was at work. They say, well, Bulldog got killed at 6 p.m. right there on the corner store. You say, man, look, I was at work at that time of day, man. Go to my boss and go get, the footage of me being at work, to clear your name. And then after that, you ain't got nothing else to say. Take me to my cell. That's what I'm talking about. But when you get to talking about crimes and criminal activity outside of yourself, and you're saying that, hey, my homeboy over here, he the one that committed that murder over there, and my homeboy right here, he the one that's selling all the dope in the hood. I don't agree with that type of stuff. To me, that's betrayal. We can call it snitching or whatever we want to. To me, that right there is betrayal, because here it is, y'all are some friends, even though y'all doing y'all criminal stuff, and y'all know I don't agree with that. But I'm just talking about just from a moral standpoint, a gangster code standpoint. Certain things that you're not supposed to do when you get caught. And one of the main things that I'm talking about as a shorty, I remember this. If you get caught, don't mention my name. Period. Cut and dry. We out there killing, stealing, robbing, drug dealing, whatever we doing. If you get caught, bruh, don't mention my name, bruh. Don't tell them people my name. You don't know me. I don't know you. This is 101. This is criminology 1-on-1. Don't mention my name. And that's how it go. So that type of stuff right there, I just don't agree with. And let me explain to y'all why. Because it's betrayal. I don't agree with the criminal stuff, but it's betrayal. I mean, here it is, y'all. Okay, we gonna commit crimes and we not gonna do this. It's betrayal. I just don't agree with that. Now, in this situation, here it is, we have Lil Woody. A lot of people believing that Lil Woody is doing his thing up there. And I'm telling y'all, man, to me, and just from my experience, man, this is the worst ever. I'm talking about, man, brother, this man right here done betrayed all his homeboys, man, just because he wanted to be free. Here it is, we have a man that has been locked up multiple times throughout his life, has been approached by the police multiple times throughout his life. And a lot of the times when he was approached by the police, he was doing a lot of telling. He telling on his homeboys. People that he know that committed crimes, that he committed crimes with. He telling. And now he want to sit on the stand and say, I don't recall. I can't remember. As if that's going to weigh heavily on the decisions of the jurors when it come down to seeing if Young Thug is guilty and all those other boys that's on the case. But how did this all started? Why did Lil Woody started telling on Young Thug and everybody else? Let me tell y'all one thing. Some people can't do jail time. Some people, I'm talking about, listen to me, stone cold killers, they be out there shooting everything. You can't stop them from shooting people. Hey, man, hold on, no, he don't need to be shot. What's that? I'm talking about, man, reckless with the pistol. Want to fight everything. But when it come down to doing some time, no, they can't do that. They trying to find a way out. So in this situation, how did this all started? For one, Lil Woody can't do time, and then for two, he felt betrayed by Young Thug. Check it out.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
What's going on?
Man. Okay. Hey, Bob, now Rico, what's going on, Snap?
Say, hey man, I need this lawyer, man.
A lawyer? I told him.
They won't take me to court, and they saying the only way I get in court is a lawyer. I need a lawyer.
I've been told him you're good to call me.
Huh?
I've been told you're good to call me. They said she wouldn't answer my phone with nobody or some shit.
Yeah. I know.
Well, they tell me though.
Whenever I go to court, I get out. They say I'm.
Yeah. What they just probation?
Yeah. I supposed to go to Friday, but ain't nobody came to talk to me. And last time they did it, they had resetted me. So, and I was like, I need to get a lawyer, and the lawyer get me in there, and I can go ahead and get out.
Yeah. Who you want?
Huh?
I said, who you want?
Who I want?
Yeah.
What you mean, who I want? A lawyer?
Yeah.
I don't know no lawyer.
So I'm saying, what's your charge? What is your probation violation?
Yeah, only thing it said I ain't did no community service. That's the only thing I got.
You ain't do no community service.
Yeah. That's the only thing.
They trying to be texting your first and last name, your charge. And I just texted my lawyer.
Alright, I'm gonna have her text to you.
Text right now, man. So you ain't got the phone. I get the lawyer. You know damn well I am not in the morning. I've been told they girl call me. Yeah, they just said she won't answer the phone with nobody or whatever.
Hey, Sean.
They lying. Ain't nobody call me.
Yeah. Shannon, Lil D. They just said you don't answer the phone with nobody.
Hey, Sean.
They told me. What's up?
You told me to text my name and what?
Your charge. Text me your name, your birthday. Because you don't want your name and your birthday and your charge.
Shit,
and then
I got a lot of charges though.
What is your probation violation? What is it?
I ain't got no new choice. I don't think I got probation violation. But I got like three different cases, but it's all upon the one probation.
You got 3 what, son?
I got 3 cases that I'm on probation for, but it's all upon the one probation hold.
So when you got locked up, you didn't have no new charge?
Nah, they didn't have them charge me with.
Oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, that's too good.
So they did.
That's good.
They brought me down here and they came and pushed me the next day after they brought me to jail. They came to push me about the shit, and then they brought me back down here. And I ain't been pushed since.
So she need to take your name and your birthday and whatever your charges is. You in Rice Street, huh?
Yeah, I'm in Rice Street.
He can go. He'll come down in the morning.
I go to court at the jail. You said what?
You go to court when?
I go to court at the jail. I supposed to go Friday. You said
you got to go to do a hearing court.
When I go to the court, go.
Yeah, I already know that. You just gotta get in the courtroom.
Yeah, that's all I got.
They gotta get all the goddamn felons. You know, they should have been called. They would have called me with that lawyer saying they got locked up. Or the next motherfucking morning.
I'm trying to call. Every time I call Shane the phone, he ain't answer. And then when I got a phone, they sent like he'll call back. And shit like that.
Oh.
But I had tried to call her phone, she ain't had no minutes.
Who?
Max, she ain't had no minutes. Yeah.
You want to tell her to put something on her?
Nah, she ain't got to put none on the shunt.
Nah. That jinx. I mean, put no minutes on the phone.
Yeah, that was a bull.
That jinx. I ain't ever did that.
Yeah.
I ain't ever in my life like that locked up and put me on the phone. I just feel like that jinx, like you know you gonna fit.
Yeah,
I ain't ever did that.
Nah, tight room going around, they beat me up and everything, man.
You already know all that was coming. I already knew all that was coming. Oh, they say your shit just everybody down there blinking your eyes.
Yeah, they say the police let them jump on me. I see Nick crazy, man.
Man, 12 ain't that so many problems. Whoever in the jail, oh, they definitely that. This shit ain't happening, man. This shit ain't happening, man.
This shit here is dread, bro.
Man, what the hell you talking about? You already know I know what's happening. When you got locked up, I was already like, what the hell, what they talking about? Man, I'm talking about nobody. They won't try to tell you. Man, I don't stop right in front of these folks and look at these folks calls. That's your phone.
Yeah.
I made Bentley call her. Like, call her up. See what the fuck going on. Because the probation is just a little bullshit. But the probation will try to hold you. Just about their money or whatever. So I already know that. Like I said, I was just gave him a lawyer, a 3-4 man, $2,500. You know, he'll bring you.
You have 1 minute left.
They get you in the courtrum for $2,500. You know, that ain't shit.
I don't even want that much. One lawyer had told
I know.
Yeah. So this, I might have this son text you my information. So you say you try to have something in the morning.
Yeah, I have a lawyer or whatever lawyer you choose.
I don't have none.
Well, I could just have somebody pull up on their son and bring their son the money. Then you see what I'm saying? Or they son about my dad, because you know they probably know something about the shit. So I can just make anybody go get the money. I can make you pull up to the club, get the money from Ken or anything right now. You see what I'm saying? So that ain't no pressure.
Shit, we don't know no lawyer though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know my lawyer.
Of that jail call. Now, Mr. Copeland, the women on that call, was one Deshaun your girlfriend?
I don't recall.
Okay. Is the other individual Max or Dolly White?
I don't recall.
And is the last male that we hear, is that Jeffrey Williams or Thug?
I don't recall.
Now, we have a lot of gangbangers, a lot of gangsters, and a lot of people that ain't never even been a part of this life, believing in their mind that Lil Woody is doing Lil Jeff, Young Thug, some service. man, he ain't telling, man, he telling them peoples, man, he can't recall nothing, man. That's look, let me tell y'all something. It's too late for all that. Young Thug and all them other boys, they got a Rico. They already locked up. And why I'm saying that it's too late is because y'all got to understand something, y'all. Whenever a snitch say something, if a snitch, okay, for an example, let me break this down to y'all, right? And I got to break it down to y'all this way so that y'all can understand. There's a thing called corroboration. And just because you say something, like for an example, if I came to y'all right now and I say, hey, man, I feel sick. Y'all gonna just look and be like, oh, you sick, hood? You feel sick, hood? I'll be like, yeah, I feel kind of sick. But if I start sneezing, snot start running out my nose, and I start throwing up, these right here is corroborations as to what I said earlier today about being sick. These are indicators that is proven what I said about earlier. Nose running, I'm tired, I feel weak, I'm throwing up, I'm sneezing. This is proof of what I said earlier. These are the corroborating factors. You see what I'm saying? So now, when Lil Woody got to telling them about, murder, about, and crimes and stuff like that, in order for them to charge people with this stuff, they had to corroborate what he was saying. And now that he's on the stand talking about I can't recall, I don't know what's going on. That stuff was old. I can't recall. It's too late for all that because you already done told the detectives that you know about the murder of Nut. And now it's two people. What's the boy named? Shannon and DeMonte. Both of them is charged in the murder of Nut. So it's too late. They done corroborated his story about him telling them about the murder of Nut. Now we got two people that are charged with the murder of Nut in this YSL Rico, DeMonte and Shannon. Not only that, they even indicated that Young Thug had something to do with it. They trying to say that Young Thug rented the car that went to go kill Nut. And he rented the car with the sole purpose for them to go slide on Nut. And once they got done killing Nut, they met up with Young Thug in a parking lot somewhere, and he sent them boys down there to Miami. All this came from and corroborated the story from Lil Woody. He put the play out there, and they went and did the homework and corroborated it, and now we got the whole YSL Rico, and all that. I can't recall and all, brother. It's too late for all that. People are incarcerated. People are looking at the rest of their life in jail. People are already in prison. Why you talking about some? I just can't recall. We gotta understand something, y'all, because we hood educated and not lame related. Just because Lil Woody is now saying that he can't recall, that doesn't mean that those criminal events that YSL is accused of didn't happen. That doesn't mean that the murder of Nut didn't happen. That doesn't mean that the indication that Young Thug is the leader of YSL ain't happening or ain't went on. Because we got to understand something, y'all. Just because you fail to recall something, that does not mean that it did not happen. That does not mean that they don't got the evidence to prove that it did happen. Just because all of a sudden now you saying, hey, yeah, man, I can't recall. That means nothing. They got the evidence to prove that it did happen. Why you sitting up here saying, hey, man, I can't. Look, for an example, all of us, I'm talking about everybody, the hood educated and the guests, all of us, right now today, we cannot recall trying to walk. Trying to stand up, falling on our booty, getting up, scraping our knees, trying to run and grabbing stuff and all that. We can't recall none of that. So if somebody said, if they put you on the stand right now and say, hey, hood educated, you know you fell on your behind when you was 2 years old. You remember that, don't you? And I say, man, damn, that's a while ago. I can't recall that. And they say, well, you know what? Let us show you on camera that you did fall on your butt when you was 2 years old. Y'all feel me? So just because you can't recall something, that don't mean that it didn't happen. And being that he's saying, I don't recall, he's not saying that it didn't happen. So we got to pay close attention to the wordplay. That doesn't mean that it didn't happen. He's just saying that, hey, man, you know what? I can't recall. He's not saying that, hey, nope, he didn't kill Nuts. He didn't have nothing to do with Nuts killing. They didn't have nothing to do with Nuts killing. He's just saying, I can't recall. I don't remember nothing y'all said. I even lied about, what I said about that. So you don't know nothing else, but you know you lied. That's one thing you do know. I don't know nothing, man. I just can't remember none of that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But I know I lied, though. Come on, man. I'm talking about, bruh, like, them people are sitting on that jury, man. They way more intelligent than that. They is not finna let that slide like that. And not only that, the boy looked like he's scared, terrified for his life. Look like his life been threatened or something like that. That's why he's all of a sudden, I can't recall. Like, this stuff done happened so many times. Like, y'all remember back even in the mafia times when people would get on the stand and be like, no, I just don't remember and all that old time. Man, juries ain't going for that stuff no more. Prosecutors is not even going for that stuff no more. Because if they was, they wouldn't even have him up there. They wouldn't even have him up there looking like a fool. Because this the thing right here, I'm telling y'all. When it come all the way down to it, the prosecutor gonna say, man, this man right here is trying to cover for Young Thug. This man right here told the police this, that, and the other back in 2015 and during this date right here, told us about these crimes. And we have corroborated evidence to prove that these crimes right here did happen and that this person is involved, this person is involved, this person. They finna connect all that and I'm talking about discredit him and it's gonna be over. But this is what I want to say to you young boys and you young girls out here that's thinking about joining these gangs. This is what's happening now. Snitching and all this old type of stuff is a part of gang banging now. I don't care what gang talk. I don't care what they talking about. Every gang from California to down south to the Midwest to the East Coast got snitches. And it's gang members that are snitching in the gang and they ain't doing nothing to them. They still hanging around the gang members right now today. So ask yourself, before you even join this gang, or even if you in a gang right now, look around and say, well, damn, hood educated, you ain't lying. Don't be up to when I hit you with these body blows of truth, don't get mad and upset because I'm telling the truth. Just accept it and believe in it. And it's, wait, he telling the truth here. Like, he my homeboy. He told on got him life. He told on so-and-so. And I'm talking about this stuff is going on. So why even waste your time to even commit crimes with people that can potentially tell on you? That could potentially send you to the penitentiary. It don't make no sense. It's a waste of time. Do something more constructive with your time so that you ain't even got to deal with that type of stuff. You ain't even got to waste your time even worried about somebody trying to snitch on you because you're doing the right thing. This is hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Now, before I depart, allow me to give a shout out to some of the blessings that I received this week. Allow me to give a shout out to Brother Bilal for the $10 cash app. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Trinell Crosby for the $10 cash app. Thank you, and I appreciate that. Kelly for the $1 cash app. Thank you, and I really appreciate that. Tangela Powell for the $5 cash app. Thank you, Tangela. I really appreciate that. Evelyn Roman for the $5 Zelle. This is hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love. And y'all take care of yourself out there.